The House of Representatives Committee on Insurance and Actuarial Matters has adopted the 2024 Budget Performance and 2025 Budget Estimates of the National Insurance Commission (NICOM) and the Nigerian Deposit Insurance Corporation (NDIC). This decision follows a budget defense session with key officials from both agencies. At the National Assembly, the committee reviewed the adopted separate budget estimates for both NICOM and NDIC after presentations by the Commissioner for Insurance, Olusegun Ayi, and NDIC's Managing Director, Bello Hassan. According to Hassan, NDIC's 2025 budget estimates projects a gross income of 433.9 billion naira with a net income of 360.1 billion naira after deductions. Half of this income will be allocated to the Consolidated Revenue Fund.
Our budget, based on the prorated, that's January to September, prorated, we are supposed to have realized 227.3 billion. But based on the actual year to the September, we'll be able to realize 251.43 billion, which represented our 110% performance. Current September position is very much like that, very impressive performance. So the net operating income after provision for target funding, the budgeted prorated, that is January to September, was supposed to be 195.4 billion. What we recorded was 219.57 billion. As of September, we transferred to Consolidated Revenue Fund 109.7 billion, being the 50% of the income that accrued to the corporation.
Meanwhile, NICOM's Commissioner for Insurance, Olusegun Ayi, presented the agency's budget estimate of 29.931 billion naira for 2025, sourced primarily from insurance levies and fees. Ayi emphasized that NICOM remains committed to effectively regulating the insurance sector while supporting Nigerians' broader economic growth.
Desire for us to enhance the capacity of the regulator, that's the National Insurance Commission, to be able to regulate a bit more effectively. And this we find its root in the first item I touched on when I was introducing, which is the legal and regulatory framework. We are eagerly looking forward to the final passage, of this bill to enable us to have that capacity. Closely related to that is the desire of the Commission to entrench and be able to supervise clear safety and soundness of our entities. To this end, we've rolled out, even within existing laws, a solvency control and intervention framework, which will enable us to be able to address some of the teething challenges entities are having.
Following the presentations, the committee, led by its chairman, Honorable Ahmed Jaha, moved a motion for the adoption of the 2025 budget proposals for both agencies through a voice vote.
But because of the Fiscal Responsibility Act that cajole almost everybody, regardless of whether you are a revenue generation agency or you are a regulatory agency, you have been described as one. In other words, one cap fits all. That 50% must be deducted from source that can be transmitted directly to the Consolidated Revenue Fund of the federal government. So we have not made it official, but we are working assiduously to make government understand there is a clear difference between a revenue generation agency or government-owned enterprise and that of regulatory agency. This commission is charged with the responsibility of regulating the insurance industry in the country. And we are all aware, insurance contribution to our GDP, there is nothing to write home about. We are all aware. So there is a need for the regulator to be strengthened so that people can have confidence in the industry.
Both agencies also urged lawmakers to expedite the passage of the 2024 Insurance Reform Bill, which seeks to enhance the regulatory powers of NICOM. Annie T. Patrick, Core TV News, Abuja.